So, as I was saying yesterday, all these starting ones are rubbish. They only give one, right? Now, the cat can be really good. You can get Black Cat, the Booster Cat, and you can get Lucky Cat, and you can get Wild Cat. So there's 4 different upgrades for cats. Pearl can be eaten by Diver and Geologist. The Cherry can be eaten by Mrs. Fruit and buffed by the Chef. And that's about it. The coin can be with Midas, get triple coins, and then it gets removed by the coin on the string, right? So the flower can only be upgraded by the water and the bee and the sun. So the flower is also pretty bad. Now, unless you've got anything that works with any of those, you're going to delete them all eventually. So let's get going. I'm going to try not to talk too much. So, as I maintain, crabs and cultists are very, very good, right? Mia had a cultist run yesterday. He had thousands, didn't you, Mia?
Well done, Mia.
Like he was going ham. It's like every time he had like 15 at one point, I think.
Golly.
He also had the respin. So I was saying to him, respin 4, respin 5, respin 1. Which one to respin, right? So the lockbox is going to give 15 one time, right? So it's not actually that good. This dwarf is always going to drink these things for 10, for 11, that one. And this one he's going to drink for 20, 21. Yeah? So it's 10 times the 2 plus the 1, right? So, and we already had the drink, so it's fine. Now, there's a no-brainer to get Toddler at that situation. So, he's been drinking.
It's a piss.
Yeah, he's a pisser. Right. So, again, both of these give 2, but this one gives 2 plus luck. So, that's a no-brainer. So, we can get Boosted Monkey. That's probably pretty good. So
if we had a monkey.
Yeah, for the monkey we don't have.
Now, what are you going to do? Cultist.
Now, Hex of Destruction is going to be very good for destroying those 2 reds, right? The duds. It's the only way to get rid of it, right? Or the Midas Bomb. Now, yes, that would be okay, but let's just get full cultists. It doesn't matter if you've got them red X's, as long as you've got a lot of cultists, right?
Right.
So for now. So we already have 1 crab. Let's get a second. And as I said to Mia, when you've got 3 cultists or 3 crab, stop getting the other one. So we've got 2 of each right now. Here's the coconut half for the monkey we don't have, right? Because the coconut half is worth 2. The bubble is worth 2, and the kid can eat the bubble, but it destroys itself after a while. So let's go for the lucky capsule straight away and try and get a rare. And try and make it work. We'll take the pool ball, the 1 per spin, no problem there. So what is our rare item? Now, my mum doesn't like this one, Hex of Thievery, because she thinks that it, on average, this 30% is BS, and it takes your coins more often. We actually tested it. Like, in 9 attempts, I think it took coins 7 times, which is bollocks, because it's only supposed to be 30% of the time. But I tried to explain to her that's a small sample size. We did the math on the website, and it was actually 0.03% that it would actually take coins that many times.
Yeah, we just had a bad Hex of Thievery.
So, but Mia knows that we're always writing out formulas in spreadsheets. We're always checking up the maths on everything. So we've done that so many times, but we can't really do that on this computer, Mia. So yeah, he thinks that's funny.
Would you lift up your bum?
So here, let's take the apple then, because it's got no downside versus the Hex of Thievery. So it's 3 per turn. Yeah. And in this situation, because we don't already have cards, the target is always going to give 2, and then when it gets destroyed 10 times whatever arrow it was. Right? So it's the 4x arrow, it will be 42. So let's take that. Right, we're looking for more cultists or more crab. Now, cultist and crab are common, so we don't want to get more rare, actually. So let's skip there. We could have got the water for the flower, but we're going to delete the flower anyway. It's just a waste of time to get it to delete it. Cultist hacks. Now we haven't really found any food for that toddler, and we haven't found the monkey for that coconut. There is the pinata for the child. And those 3 cultists were all on the screen, and the crabs were on the same row. So we got big money for that one. Excellent. So, what to do? Do we take the buffing capsule to get more of what it's adjacent to, which could be Cultist, so whatever Cultist it's next to will get 6, or the plum for a permanent 2, which we'll have to remove later.
Well,
So
that's what I think.
the cleaning rag will give Diamond 1 more, and the other things that come from mines. That's pretty good. However, Happy Hour is even better because beer will give 1 more. So beer will give 21,
lay down, Bubba.
and wine will give 32.
Sit.
Right. So that improves the dwarf a long way. That is one you really need if you've got the dwarf. So we buffed the apple and 2 of those cultists. That was a big payout. That one. Here's another beer. So we could have took the bronze arrow, but it's just bullshit because it's ×2, right? You want silver or gold. So here, we're not using the pearl or coin. Let's get rid of those. Now, at this point, we don't want to have no symbols to choose from. So I never would recommend getting that, especially more than one of those. You would never be able to pick another symbol, right? We already have a dwarf, so now we can get spades. There goes the toddler and the dwarf. Nice. So
another cultist.
Obviously cultist. So we'll be looking now to remove those 2 crabs. Now we could get golem, get loads of ores, and then get screwed. We don't want to do that. We'll just buffing capsule. Now, again, this will make it more lucky, so we can't get more cultists. So let's get the tedium capsule, which gives 5. We're guaranteed to get at least 1 comet, so we've got another shot at getting a cultist. Or a candy, for example. So we need 150. We've got 288, so we're destroying.
Sorry.
Now the hex of tedium is good because it gives 3, right? And we're more likely to find comets because we're less likely to find the others. So I maintain that that's pretty good. Right. Now, I know what I would pick here, but let's get Mia's opinion and my mum's opinion.
Well, they're all pretty good. I think that I would get the swear jar.
So my mum would go for the swear jar. What does Mia think? Yeah, the lockpick. The lockpick is a 30% permanent chance to open chests. No need more keys, right? So I would say that that's pretty good, especially if you get these 100 chests. Now, this is also pretty good because we can get stuff for the guide to drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, it doesn't matter which one we take, but we're less likely to get less than 30 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, this is true. I think really,
like the sensible is lockpick. The sensible is lockpick. This one is risky. So let's go lockpick. So now every single chest that we find we can take because we can break them all. So we got lockpick. So here's another crab, but we don't want it. So re-roll, and we want beer because that's improved by happy hour. So when the dwarf drinks it, he'll give us more money because he's nice. So here's a wine for the dwarf. Excellent. We're going to skip that. See, if we took crabs, it's actually a mistake. We want more cultists, now that we found more already. They keep giving us more crabs, but we're going to say no. So there we go. When he drinks, he gets a lot of money. That's 21. This is another pinata for the toddler. We could get urn. We have detected it's good. But we can't because we don't have any way to break it. That's the thing. Now, we don't need a key because we've got a lockpick. So 225, we had 428. We had 200 extra. So it's going well. And this is the hardest difficulty. So here, again, wine. Now, the piggy bank will always put 2 in every spin. It doesn't matter if you've got 30 or less. And you'll always get double back whatever you put in. So that's insane. The white pepper is also pretty good, but when you've got piggy bank as a choice, it's the piggy bank. Excellent. Good spin. 71. And another crab, reroll, cultist. Excellent. Right. Now, the buffing capsule will double what's around it. This void stone will give 8 one time. So we're more likely to double those cultists, which are running at 4 now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more than 8, roughly. So here's a cultist, which was at 3, so that's 6. This got 4. So it was okay. We skipped that one. So Mia, is the mic okay and everything, yeah? So we could take the orange for long term too, but I don't think so. We've got no one to eat it. So there's the monkey now. We do have boosted monkey. It does make sense to take. Five for them cultists. This wealthy capsule will give 10 one time. This will give -7 and then 1 for the rest of the game. So that's pretty good. So it's going to give more than 10 in the long run, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we've got one spin to get 300, and before we got 400, so we're fine. Right, there goes the monkey. So we can pay that rent. So I would say we can get the urn this time. We're likely to find something to break it later on. Now this is boosted kid. We've got a kid, so that makes sense. Let's take out the flower now. We don't want that. Right, a chemical 7 should be okay. Cultist. Reflex pickup. Right. We can get a bubble for the kid. Kid is boosted, right? Coconut half for the monkey. Ricky, go move because you're on the wire. Okay. Skip. He ate the bubble. That's okay. We don't want those. So 6 cultists, they get 6 each. Nice. So we've got a lockbox. We've got exactly the lockpick, so that's fine. Didn't open that time. Rip. So 640, need 375. Looks like we're destroying the game. But we still need to get things that these people can eat. Otherwise, we're going to lose. We'll likely destroy things, so that's pretty good. So we've got another remove, and we can take out that pearl. Cultist. So that kid gave 1 for himself. He gave 6 for eating the candy, which is 7. And then he's eggs 2, so that's 14.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works. So the kid boosted is actually pretty good. If you haven't got it, it's not that good. Now we can get the thief to get a big payout on the thief later. Should we go for that? You guys haven't really seen that. So the more he steals, the better. Because he's like the piggy bank, but we can break him whenever we want. And here's a banana. We have a monkey. But it's a bit early because the monkey's going to eat that and then that's going to kill the thief. We want the thief to build up a little bit. So let's get a bubble for the child. There goes the lockbox. See, 68 for a spin. Pretty good. Here's a beer. Now the beer is going to give 10 times 2, which is 20. Yeah? To the dwarf.
Yeah.
This is only going to give 15. So the beer is always better than the lockbox at this point in the game. Here's another urn which we can't break. It's a big one though. They give a decent amount of spirits. Now, a second thief or a lucky capsule.
Lucky capsule, I think.
Yeah, maybe we can find a geologist.
Mm-hmm.
Or something to do with cards. We've got 1 black spade. We didn't find anything else. Mia keeps sticking his tongue out. Right. So, we're doing okay for rent. Now, Beastmaster will increase the crab price, but what's the point when we're going to get rid of the crabs anyway? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All of these are not really going to help us, so it doesn't matter which one we... So, out of those choices, Lockbox is best. And safe this time. 7 cultists. Skip that one. We don't want to oyster and be hip deep in pearls. And we got no way to kill them. Now, we could get toddler number 2, but we don't. We want to get this guy to destroy the urns. So that guy's the right one. Now, we need to keep an eye on how many symbols we've got. So we have 29. Anywhere from 25 to 30 is probably okay. So before we take anything else, we want to remove the cherry, remove the cat, maybe remove the spades for now, and get this wine drunk. And remove this apple. Yeah. There's 2 chests what need to be open as well. There goes one of them. And that thief can be removed as well. So we don't want those. And we don't want those. The only thing we need to kill that thief is a banana, right? Because the monkey will eat the banana, then the banana skin will trip over the thief because he's stupid. Now, we've only got 178 over the rent that time, so we're starting to lose money. Let's get a refresh there and get the tomb. And here we can get this one. And then we can remove that cherry, which costs 1. We don't want those. Cultist. Skip. Now, we need something like a good arrow, I would say. Now, I can take this banana peel now to make sure that we kill that thief. Because he's on 14. You're going to quad that, right? So we've got 3 spins to get to 650. We need to kill that thief. Three chests, none of them open. So 1 spin to get nearly 100. Are we lost? I think we have. 81. So we was a little bit short. We have the piggy bank though. So we break that and we got over 100 from the piggy bank. So that keeps us in the game, but we're also a bit wrecked. We need to start doing well. Now this diver will eat our crabs, and our crabs will stop giving 1. So that's probably pretty good. So this frozen pizza allows us to add an extra symbol every second spin. That can be insane. So not this one, the following one. So there's a candy for the toddler. Now we get to pick 2 here. So we can get reroll capsule, which gets removed. Another crab for the diver to eat. A box got opened, which is useful. A buffing capsule. Next time we can pick 2. So we don't have a mouse, so they're not good. Reroll. We don't want any of those. And our second choice, safe. Because this is going to give 21, yeah? This is going to give 30. We want to skip that one. There goes the safe, and the buffing capsule buffed the rest of that. That was pretty good. So we got 81 for that spin. Here's a second black suit. Let's do it. A candy will give 6 doubled, which is 12. And this will give 15, so it's that one. There goes our thief. That's big pay. 87 for the thief, 168
That's all
there.
right.
So then that worked out. There goes the thief. Right. Skip that one. We're looking for more things for our diver to eat. So there's an oyster for the diver. And there's a banana for the mouse. But he's not going to give that much. I mean, a banana for the monkey. Stupid. Let's get the item capsule. Maybe we can get something good. We got Ricky the banana. Here's Mrs. Fruit. Now
I
she...
haven't got anything for her.
Mrs. Fruit will eat the things that a monkey would normally eat, but she gains the ability permanently. So we can get them in advance. So we're getting some decent spins now. The next one will be 777, and this will beat the game. So, we don't want those. We don't want those. Even though one of these will give 3 per turn, we should probably take one. Here is a diamond, which can get wild high, right? But we can also get cultist. So, I think it's very close between these two. But I think diamond's going to be better in the long run. Let's get a fish tank and remove something costing 1, this cat. So that green emerald was a direct upgrade to that thing that we removed. I'll skip that. A beer and another cultist. Those spirits are going to eventually disappear. There's a cherry for Mrs. Fruit. And an orange for Mrs. Fruit. And a candy for the toddler. See, we're starting to clear up the board now with those spirits going. Still had 74 for that spin. Here's a banana for Mrs. Fruit. She will leave a banana skin, so getting a thief right now is probably a good idea. Now, we've got 2 black suits, so taking our hearts is not really going to help. A chemical 7 number 2 will help. So I'm going to skip out on the hearts again. So we'll have 2 lucky 7s. We find a third one, we get 77 coins. We don't need those. 3 spins to get to 777. Looks like we're going to make it. Here's a lockbox. Now, let's take the shiny purple to try and get a little bit more luck. Get some more of these black cards. Here is a coconut for Mrs. Fruit. It's going to split into 2 coconut halves that she can also eat.
Or the monkey could eat it. Because we've still got...
Yeah, we want to get rid of the monkey as well. So she's just ate 2 things there. So that's our 777 page. Continue. So, spirit here is okay. Coconut half is okay. Red suits is okay. Now we can safely take your red suits. So there goes the monkey, whatever. A snail for the diver, yeah? Now, we've already got a banana peel. I don't want another one. Not until we can get rid of it. There's a black suits. Now, we could do with some removes. Peach for Mrs. Fruit. And we can also do with a good arrow. That would be amazing. So a lucky capsule, we could find one.
So the dog just hit his head on the computer.
Come up here. Ricky, come up here. Item capsule. I got a feeling we're going to lose at this 1,000 rent though. We've got 3 spins to get there. We don't want to make it more tedious. So we got 777 again. See, we're dead. But that was good. We beat the game.